Why is that 2024 Ford Ranger parked there? Well, because they brought me that as a courtesy vehicle because they took my 2025 Ford Maverick back to the dealership service department to replace the battery. Apparently the battery was dead this morning. So now, but they're very good at the dealership. I'm very impressed. You know, hour and a half later, this shows up with a driver. They start my truck and go back to the dealership. So here I've got transportation. And now we get to check out a 2024 Ford Ranger XLT Sport 4x4, big old tire. It's a big truck. The Ford Ranger is just basically a full-size truck, you know. And yeah, it's bigger than the Maverick for sure. And yeah, but yeah, it's a courtesy vehicle. You see that. But we're going to go take a drive in it now, if I can figure out how to operate it. You understand? I've never driven a Ford Ranger. And anyway, first thing I got to do is this thing has a regular key, okay? And so you got to put the key in the ignition. Then you got to fasten the seat belt with one hand. I'll figure it out, guys. Hang with me, guys. I'll get it. It'll take me a second here, or two or three. I say, or three. How about five? I got it. All right, now what we got to do now is start this puppy up. All right, it's got a big screen here. I don't know exactly how any of that works yet, but yeah. So we got the heat on and stuff. I need to change. I don't want that fan that high. Fan. Here's fan. I'm going the wrong way. All right, that'll work. Put it in reverse. Do the wipers. Okay, did that. And adjust mirrors. Okay. Put that down there. Okay, and then do this over here, I think. Just a minute. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm adjusting that mirror a little bit. That should be good. This mirror needs to be up a little bit. All right, so now we're going to back out. So this is a 2024 Ford Ranger XLT, and it's got the big screen, but it's a turn different from the Ford Maverick. And so let's go, Rusty. We'll take a drive and see what kind of road noise and all this stuff we got here. Watch the deal now. Watch the road. Don't back off in the ditch. Okay, I'm going. All right. Are we going? Yeah, we're going. Okay. We're good. Straighten it up. All right. So now, let's turn around this way. All right. I mean, it seems to be pretty smooth riding. It's got some big old off-road tires on it. And so let's roll these windows up. Got that did. I need to turn the heat down a little bit. Now, how do I do that? Well, I think it should be all right. It's on 69. Well, here we go, guys. This is a 2024 Ford Ranger XLT. It's got 4,037 miles on it. And right now we're showing 19 miles per gallon. So we'll kind of see what this thing does when we get up to highway speed out here somewhere. So it's Saturday morning, February the 22nd, 2025. It's what time is it? I don't see a clock anywhere. I'm sure there is one. Oh, it's 11:21. Yeah, we're just going to take a short ride. Got a full tank. He filled it up with gas. He said, "Yeah, enjoy yourself." Yeah. So we, yeah, it's pretty roomy. I'll tell you that. As far as comfort, it rides like a truck. As far as the battery issue on my vehicle, apparently that's fairly common on the Ford Mavericks. They had a recall on the 2021, 22, 23s, apparently the 2024s because of the battery issue, but apparently I got the same thing. But I read about what might be causing that battery to get drained. And what it is, they have the Ford Pass and then they have the Ford app on the phone, and they communicate so that they're getting they're getting data all the time, you know, for the insurance company and for Ford and for everybody else. And so that system is on all the time. Whenever that 30-minute thing that cuts all the electrical off on the Ford Maverick cuts everything off, it doesn't cut that off. No, you're still in communication via the phone. So if your vehicle is parked where maybe it's not getting a good signal from AT&T or whoever they use, then that thing just keeps pinging and trying to communicate. And apparently it can drain the battery overnight. But this is the first time. See, I have actually left that car parked for 2 days and you know, went out and started it right up. But for some reason, this morning that battery was dead. I mean, dead. You know, look at all those deer up here on the right. We have a lot of deer, man. I mean, a lot. Those are axis deer. They got the spots. They're everywhere, man. And turkeys, we got turkeys and all that stuff. Yeah, if you're into wildlife, you might want to check this place out. So I'm going to see if I can turn that heat down just a touch. Okay. Yeah, this is, it's okay. I mean, I like my truck better. Why? I just do. It seems to be easier. This is just a bigger truck. This is like a full-size truck almost. And it probably gets a little less fuel because this thing is showing 19 miles per gallon here, and in my Ford Maverick, same speed, same everything, I'd be getting 25 or more here driving this speed. What I was trying to do, oh, there's what I'm looking for. Yeah, this thing would not be as fuel efficient as the Ford Maverick. So again, guys, we're just cruising here, and yeah. But I have to give I want to give a shout out to the dealership in Del Rio for reacting the way they did. You know, I mean, I tried to get Ford Roadside Assistance, and for some reason the only thing Ford Roadside Assistance had in their system is a 2012 Ford Focus that I had years ago, and you know, they say to enter the VIN number, and there's no way to enter it because they're sending you a text and you click on the link, but there's no deal, and you can't get to a human to give them the VIN number. I'm sure there's a way, I just didn't find it. And but anyway, I have it. We have it set up in the Ford Pass, and we have it set up in the on the Ford app on the phone, which is the same thing, I think. But for some reason, that app does not communicate with Roadside Assistance, and so they have the wrong VIN number, and I got to get that straightened out before I go traveling. And another thing I got to get straightened out is that electrical issue. They say that it takes an hour and a half to diagnose the battery issue and replace it under warranty. And so, yeah, apparently they do a lot of diagnostics, so that's good. So if there's any other electrical issues, maybe they'll find them too. So all of this may have just been a good thing and instead of a negative thing, you know. Yeah, this thing rides pretty quiet. I would say my Ford Maverick rides just as quiet. This thing has some off-road tires. I thought we'd hear some noise from that, but we're not. Yeah, we're just going to kind of go out to the talking road and get this thing up to highway speed, and then we'll turn around and come back and live happily ever after. They say they're going to get to it today, and I'll go down to Del Rio in this pickup and pick up my Maverick and come back this afternoon. But yeah, you know, it's a funny thing. I got up this morning, I was saying, well, what am I going to do today? Well, I found out real quick. I'm going to spend some time getting my truck repaired. And you know, nothing is more, for me, for some reason, calling roadside service is so frustrating because they give you the stupidest information. You know, if you're not in a, if you don't have any common sense, maybe the things they tell you are necessary. But for me, you know, I have enough sense to get in and out of the rain and be in a safe place and all that stuff, you know. But boy, they go over it 10 times, you know. And then it's all done by text, which makes it a little awkward, so to speak, because, never mind, you got the drill. It's $2.75 a gallon for regular unleaded here in Brackettville, Texas, today, February the 22nd, 2025. So we'll go out here. There is a road out here we've been on before. We called it the Talking Road, and we'll go out here and we'll talk. Yeah, it's a cold day. It's let's see what it shows here. It shows 42 degrees, as you can see, you know, a real winter looking day, you know. Overcast, you know, just damp, everything, you know. I had a truck like that. Oh, he's got that lane assist or whatever it is on. I think you can turn it off right here. No, you can't. I thought it was on the deal, but it's not. Well, we can live with that for a while. Yeah, it's been holding right on 19 miles to the gallon. We're going 55 right now, and it's stuck on 19. Yeah, this lane assist stuff they have is somewhat frustrating. You know, or to me it is. Some people may really like it. I don't. Get up to speed here. Is this the Talking Road here? It might be. Let's try it. You see those yellow things there? They block your view of oncoming traffic. They got them just a little bit too tall, you know. All right, so here we go, guys. We're going to get up to 60 miles an hour in the 2024 Ford Ranger XLT four-wheel drive. Of course, I've got it on two-wheel right now, and I got it in bicycle mode, two-wheel. I think I can turn that thing off here. Okay, so, oh, I really did a good job, didn't I? Shit. I was trying to turn it off. Well, let's hold it at 50 and see what happens. Since we're going 50, see if it goes up over 19. Well, it's showing, you know, pretty good. I mean, it's not giving me the up to the second. That's the overall miles per gallon there, that 19. But as you can see, that blue line is up around 30. So this thing may get 25 miles per gallon. Yeah, this is nice. Do I regret not buying one of these? No, they're a little more expensive. Of course, this is four-wheel drive and all that stuff. And you could probably get a deal on this one because it's a used one, but they're not going to sell it. This is their courtesy mobile, and but yeah, it's all right. I mean, here's the deal, all the apps and stuff, yeah, and that, I'm telling you, man, I think that is overdone in every automobile made today. You know, they talk about, you know, not being distracted when you're driving. I tell you, some of those apps are the most distracting things in the world, particularly when you have a touch screen and you're trying to get something done, and every time you touch it, it goes somewhere you don't want it to go, and you try to get back to the main screen and you can't, or you don't know where to punch it, you know. So yeah, we're okay here. Let's cool it down a little bit here. We'll cool hurry, nobody behind me, so let's just chill out. Yeah, it's got that lane departure stuff here. Yeah. So if you're looking at for a Ford Ranger, you know, this will give you an idea of the road noise. I'll be quiet for a minute. Those white things out there are goats. A lot of goats. Mohair. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will end our drive here shortly as soon as I find a spot to turn around and you can enjoy your life and I'll enjoy mine. But yeah, that was a little frustrating this morning when I got up and went to take a drive in my Ford Maverick 2025. It's not a hybrid either. It's not a hybrid, so I was hoping I wouldn't have, you know, some of those electronic issues that the hybrids have, but I didn't make it, I guess. Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, well, it's not, I'm going to say that the cab area is not a lot larger than the Maverick, but it is somewhat larger. It seems like the road noise, it's a little louder in here. Of course, it's a combination of this road surface and the off-road tires. You see, fuel economy, I'm sure, would be, it's probably comparable to the Ford Maverick. I'm going to guess that. I don't think this is a hybrid. There's no indication that it is. I don't think it is. Saturday morning drive. Boy, tomorrow I'm looking forward to that. Tomorrow is supposed to be, like right now it shows to be 42 degrees and all this misty crap. And tomorrow the high is going to be 72 and sunny. And for the next 10 days, we'll be above 70 every day. A couple of days in the 80s. Am I ready for that? Gosh, you just don't know, man. I am not a cold weather fan. I mean, that's so nice of the dealership to, you know, send somebody up in a courtesy car, drop it off, pick my vehicle up, take it back. Yeah, and they said they'll call me when it's ready. I mean, that's what you call service after the sale, guys. That's Cecil Atkinson Ford, Del Rio, Texas. I want, you know, that doesn't happen often. I don't think large dealerships, well, I'm sure they don't do it at dealerships in large cities because they'd have to have 100 courtesy cars, and that ain't gonna happen. Saturday morning, winter's day. Probably the last one we'll have this year. Well, until the fall, I think. I don't think we're going to get any more bad weather. Bad in the sense that it'll be cold. Well, he's got a full tank and it's only showing a range. Well, it's it's a little over 3/4 of a tank. It's showing 308 miles range. So apparently it doesn't get very, or will they drive it hard? Probably. I don't know. They drive fast maybe. I'm going to turn around here. We'll end the video here and I'll go back to the house. It's about time for me to have lunch. 11:37. So anyway, guys, from out here on the talk, just hang on. Let's see if I can find the phone now. Hello?
Hey, Rusty, I'm gonna pull back up to your house real quick. I'm gonna take pictures of the Ranger inside and out. My GM asked me to come back and take pictures of it real quick because he has a customer that's interested in it. So,
Interested in my
uh,
Ranger?
no, in the Ranger that I dropped off to you.
Oh, I've got it right here. I'm on the way back. So where are you at?
Oh, where are you?
I'm about probably 6 miles out of town, but I'm heading back.
Oh, okay. I just pulled into Fort Clark at the Post Theater.
Okay,
You want to meet me outside of
I'll be
outside of Fort Clark?
yeah, I'm out here on a little county road that I drive every now and then just to get out of the house. But yeah, I'm probably about let me look here. I'd say I'm probably 10 minutes from where you are.
Okay. Do you want me to wait right here at the Post Theater, or where do you want me to go?
Well, let's see. What could we do? I'm trying to think of something. You just want to take some pictures of this thing?
Yeah, that's it, real quick.
All right. Why don't we meet there at that gas station and see if we can't find a spot for you to take pictures?
The Valero right here outside?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Yeah, I'll be there in about 8 or so minutes.
Sounds good, man. I'll see you.
All right. Bye. Anyway, bye. Anyway, that was additional information there. So they got a buyer on this vehicle, and they want some pictures of it. But they're not going to get it back till I get mine back. So yeah, the salesman's riding around my vehicle. I love that. But anyway, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye bye. Buy anything you want, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and if you hit a bump in the road, just kind of roll with it. Get back up on your feet and get going. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.